Alrighty, welcome to my video explaining everything mods in The Sims 4, how I mod, how I organize, anything I can think of to put in this video. Thank you for watching. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to help you find your mods folder. And, this is probably the most important part. You can open a folder you already have, or you can open File Explorer, doesn't matter. What you want to do is you want to go to Documents, and then Electronic Arts, Sims 4, and then Mods. It should be empty just like this for you. If you haven't downloaded anything yet, that's totally fine. This is always in there. You can delete it, just leave it alone. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Perfect. So we found that folder. That's going to be useful a little later. And just trust me for 1 minute and go ahead and open whatever browser you're using and look up The Sims 4 Tray Importer. And then this should be a good link to follow. You just want to go ahead and click that, download this file. It's going to download real quick. And then I'm going to open it, and what you do is you just double click and run this. So you just double click again, and it's going to do the whole thing where it like, is this allowed to make in just your computer, blah, blah, blah. And what this is going to do is this is going to help us organize our custom content and mods a little later on. It's a really useful tool. It's not anything weird. You just make sure that you're clicking on the right one. Sometimes it'll be like, this is an ad. It's hard to tell because it's so, just click the right one. That's not an ad. It's not a scam. Perfect. Now let's find content to download. I want to download, there's going to be 3 types of mods that you can find and download. So we're going to have custom content, which is content that is almost never affected by game updates. So it's just going to be like hair, clothes, accessories, just like appearance kind of content. There's going to be default content. That's going to be things that like replace the default of something. And there's going to be also gameplay or things just like that affect your game and how you play it. So let's real quick, I like to you can look up just like Sims 4 CC, and then you could, the Sims resource is legit. The way it works, I'll show you super quick. Leave me alone. The way it works is, this is not the time to be picky. Okay. Basically say, no, okay, VIP early access, you have to pay like a subscription fee. I'm not doing that right now. I used to actually be subscribed, but like I use this so rarely that it was just not worth the money. Okay, so say I want this in my game. I'm going to press download, and what this has you do, oh, this is new. Perfect. 6147. I don't know why that's such a process. But if you're not like a VIP member, then it usually is going to have you wait, or I guess take a little test to make sure that you're not a robot. That's cool. So once I got something downloaded, this is a piece of custom content. It's just like an appearance thing. It's going to pop up here. There's going to be a little downloads tab. If that's how you know it's downloading. I don't know what this is. And, if that doesn't pop up, what you could do is you could always go downloads, and then it should be here. Perfect. So we've got custom content, and we're going to do Sims 4 cast background. And what this is this is going to be a default replacement thing. So, once we get to organizing, it'll make more sense. But what it's going to do is when you open cast, it's going to give you a different background to work with. We're on Pinterest. Pinterest is a great place to get lost for hours and hours. Oh my god, look, it's so cute. I already have an account. Leave me alone. There you go. And now there's a link here. So I just clicked it. I just left clicked it, and it did the thing. So now we're on somebody's Tumblr. There's going to be a download, and it's through SFS, which is the Sims file share. It's trustworthy. You can trust the website, whatever. Okay, so 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Which one do I like the most? I think 2 is really cute. Okay, so you can only have, the thing about default custom content is you can only have 1 at a time. So when I organize my custom content, I like to keep it separately because you can't have more than 1 default replacement because it's replacing the default. Honestly, just take my word for it. Okay, so then I click and then I download, and it should download right away. There it is. Now I have 2 files in here. Yay. Okay, so then I want to download a thing of like a mod. So Sims 4, you could always like look up must have mods like on YouTube or whatever, and then there would be like 1,000 videos telling you like what mods you should have. Personally, I recommend having 5 columns mod, and I'll show you what this does in game. Oh, more columns mod. Okay, more columns in cast by Weird Bisou or something. Okay, so these are all the updates or whatever that he's done. What you can do is you can just go down here. You only need 1 of these, so if you want 3 columns, if you want 4 columns, if you want 5 columns, if you have a pretty decent size like screen that you're working with, 5 columns should be perfect. If that doesn't work out, you could always go back and change it out. So we've got a mod, a default replacement, and custom content. Yay. I'm just going to open that folder so I don't have to find it again, and we're done looking and downloading CC. Perfect. So what we're going to do now is, again, we're going to I'm going to open any folder. I'm going to go to Documents, Electronic Arts, Sims 4, Mods. Perfect. You could just put these directly in here and they will work. But what happens is you put like 1,000 in here and then they're all unorganized and it gets a little overwhelming. What I recommend you start doing just from the beginning is create 3 folders. We've got CC or custom content. We're going to do default. And then new folder. Let's do moddy mods, because if you have a mods folder within a mods folder, maybe you'll get confused. I'm not sure. It worked for me for a long time, but just for the purpose of the video, let's do this. So more cast columns will go in mods because it affects the gameplay. Cast background is going to go to default, and then this must be the, I don't know, outfit we downloaded, custom content. There we go. All of these should work. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and open up the game, Sims 4. How's your day going? While we wait for that to load. I'm having tea. It is very cold now. If there's gonna be like a little naked lady up here, don't worry about it. It is only because I always play with mods, and then I took my mods out to make sure that my screen would look as similar to yours as possible to... Okay, never mind, don't worry about that. They're fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up new game. Yay, you can see right away that the background is different. That's the default background replacement that we downloaded, so that's working. And I don't really want to do that. We've got a dude, but the CC that we downloaded was for a girl. Oh, okay. Perfect. So in case you want to find that right away, make sure that it's working. What you could do is I go to full body. I'm pretty sure that's where that is going to be found. And then I'm going to go to content, custom content. There she is. Perfect. And say that you like how this looks. You can just keep it in your game. And then you're good to go. I'm going to just randomize this so I can save her into my gallery. So save the household, da-da-da. Okay, so we got the outfit, we got the background. Oh, yes. So if you didn't download the 5 columns mod, you would only have 2 columns, and there would be like a lot of scrolling happening. There's still already a lot of scrolling happening because I own a good majority of the packs. But, you know, if you only had 2, it would be even more insane and hard to see. So that's where the more columns mod comes in. So everything is working. You know what? It might not work for you, actually, because... Sorry. If it's not working for you, what you need to do is you need to open up settings and allow mods. So what we're going to do is going to go to options, game options, and then under other, you're going to want to enable custom content and mods. So yours is probably going to be like that. And then I'm going to enable it. And then you're also going to enable script mods just in case. So these 2 should be green. If they're not, make them green, apply changes. And then it's going to, like that pop up earlier, is that the game needs to be restarted for the changes to take place. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead, apply to changes, and then exit game, blah, blah, blah. And then launch it. And then all the things that we downloaded should work. Sorry, I forgot about that step. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to show you where the Sims 4 tray importer comes into play. So we're just going to click on that. And you can see this is the household that I saved to my gallery. What you can do here is when you go to CC, we only have the one thing, so you just double click that. And it's going to show you where it is. And say I didn't like it, I'm going to go ahead and erase it. And then it's not going to be in my game anymore. Easy. And I'll show you real quick what else this could do. So I'm going to delete all of this because it was only for the purposes of showing you stuff. And this is actually what is in my mods folder, like how I play. Huh. Well, duh. I never unzip that. It's in the... Real quick, okay, so test me. I have everything that I'm shopping for, like all the new CC and mods and whatever that's going to be coming into the game. I put it in here, and then later I get to organizing using Sims 4 Tray Importer. I'll kind of show you real quick what that looks like once I go back in the game. And then I've got build by. This is custom content specifically for like when you know, build by. And then I've got clothing and accessories. I have that separated from hair, and custom content by B, which is like custom content that I've taken from the internet and I've edited it in like Blender, and it just made it look different. And I just want to keep that separate from, you know, everything else, I guess. And then default. This is all the default replacements that I have. Hair, Horse CC. I guess I have a separate folder for Horse CC, whatever. This is MC Command Center. It's a really helpful mod. It just helps you have more control over the game, cheat a little better, look it up. It's definitely worth having if you're interested. I've got my Moddy Mods folder. I've got Mods Add Spice. These are both the same thing. These are just extra mods. These are mods that I know I'm gonna want to update every single time and they're worth having, or they never break. And then these are like extra mods that I don't really care about too much, but I like having them in my game. Like if my game becomes broken after an update, I'm gonna not worry about this, right? I'm gonna take this out, test out these, make sure this works, and then put this back in and see if that's breaking the game. And if it is, I'm just gonna get rid of it. I don't care. Presets. These are, I'll show you later in game, but basically like there's a bunch of presets for when you're making a sim. Like you can change the lips and whatever, and eyes and nose, and that's where I put all of mine. Skin. These are, it's basically custom content, but it's slightly different, so I like to keep it separated. and whatever skin stuff. I don't even know, honestly. Like slider mods, this it allows me to do more editing. I have a bunch. I know a couple of them is like has to do with eyes and pupils and whatever. Better Build By is another mod. I think it can't be like too deep in other folders, so I just have it out here. Like I do MC Command Center because when you open it, there's like other stuff in there that it's safer to just keep it out. These is, I think like some mods depend on other mods to be able to work, and that's what this is. I think I'll be fine if I added to more spice and it's not out here cluttering up my space, you know? I hope that's fine. Okay, perfect. So these are, all the mods are back in my game. Let's launch the game one more time. Yeah. I've had my microphone for like a year, almost an entire year now, like 11 months and, you know, a few days, because I got it for my birthday last year, and I only today figured out how to position it and how to work it. I had it positioned totally wrong this entire time, and I was like, why does it sound so bad? So, that's really cool and fun and fresh and exciting for me. Okay, so this is the background that I usually have. It's nice, like you get to see like a, you know, rear of the sim or whatever. And then I immediately forget what I was doing. Let's do, doesn't matter, blah blah blah. Oh, and you can see like everything looks a little bit different, like the skin and just like the lighting is a bunch of mods that I have working together in order to make the game more visually appealing to myself. That's what that is. And I don't think this video is appropriate for like going exactly over everything that I have installed, but if you're interested, let me know and we'll check it out. Maybe this is what the skin folder is for the different like extra skin tones that I have downloaded. Okay. Alright, so then you go to faces. I don't have any presets, but say I click on eyes, and this is a preset. And then in lips I have a bunch, so this is like, these are different like modded presets. I honestly don't end up using them too much because they all just feel a little broken to me. Or a lot of them do. This is pretty cute actually. Okay, and say like I have, where is it? Yeah, so this is like an extra slider mod that I downloaded. What it does is it lets you like move the eyes, because a lot of the time I feel as though their eyes are just like looking a little too far apart from me. I just like them to be a little cross-eyed. It's cute, right? Whatever. And then once we're in here, I also have this that like lets you, this is another slider mod that lets you increase the size of their pupils. And I have a bunch of these. I've been playing with them for so long that it's hard to keep track of what's a mod and what's a game feature. I honestly refuse to play without mods, so you know. Also, this like making the lips thicker is another slider. I know that. And I have like a, when you zoom in, you can pinch the chin to be extra sharp. That's another slider. And then when you go up and down, it creates like a, whether you want a butt chin or not. Sorry, is that not the proper term? Educate me. Oof, what's going on here? Sorry, I'm not meant to be like doing Sims right now, but I get distracted so easily. Oh my god. Also, I like, why are her cheeks so hollow? Better, maybe? I'm not sure. Ugh, sorry. I think she looks pretty good. And then under skin details, actually, I want to get rid of a couple of things because I don't love this. So I'm just gonna select that. And I think that's the only thing I really want to get rid of. And I'm gonna save her. Perfect. Great, so exit game. That's fine. I saved the household, that's gonna be saved. I'm not, you know, it's fine. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to the Sims 4 Tray Importer, and I'm gonna go to CC. What does she have? Okay, this is the skin that I want to get rid of, so I'm just gonna double click it, and it's under skin. That makes sense, and I'm just gonna get rid of it. Honestly, I'm probably gonna have to go back in to get rid of it entirely. This is a preset in case like I don't want that anymore. This is a good way to like, if you can't find them any other way. Yeah, if you can't find these things, like whatever is bothering you any other way, you could always like make a little household and like use everything that you might want to get rid of, and then go in here, find it, and get rid of it. And you know, kind of a similar idea when I go to test me. So it's like, these are, say I download a bunch of hair and clothes and whatever, I will put them on my sim, say like I want to get rid of some, or the opposite, like I put the ones that I want to keep onto my sim, then I would open up Sims 4 Tray Importer, and then I would go to CC and say like, you know, I want to keep these eyelashes. I would double click and pretend they're in testing. I would move them from testing into a different, it's in Modi Mods, I guess, for whatever reason. You can kind of tell in pictures and descriptions what it is. So yeah, like see these slippers, like I would put them in clothes and accessories. Cancel. And then, you know, everything that's left in the test me folder, I would delete because I didn't put on my sim. I didn't want to keep it. Usually that's a better system for me, so my game doesn't get too cluttered with nonsense. I think I went over everything. Leave any questions in the comments or text me if you want help or if I didn't explain something properly. But I think we're good. Alright, bye.